on the chat, and then we can start. Okay. So, my name is Carlos. I'm a software engineer. I've been here in Talk and Talk, I don't know, for 2 years. And I'm a student just like you, all right, guys? I'm not a teacher because we believe in Talk and Talk. We can learn and grow together, sharing our own experiences, okay? So, we always ask to everyone, please be respectful. If you see someone saying something wrong, please don't correct anyone, okay? We believe we can learn with our own mistakes and looking to our colleague, we can learn sharing our experiences, all right? So let's say let's start with our introductions. I already talked a little bit about me, but I want to listen from you. Let's start with you, Luis. It's your first time here in an immersion with me, so I want to know you better,
Okay,
please.
sure. So I'm Luigi, I'm 27. I live in São Paulo, downtown, with my girlfriend. I'm a technology student, but I work with strategic marketing in a pharmaceuticals company. And okay, interesting things about me. I love coffee, big coffee lover, and tea. I love to run, love to swim, but I missed my swim class yesterday because of the heavy rain here in São Paulo. Yeah, I guess that's all about me. Don't have pets or kids. That's it.
All right, thank you. And what about you, Yanka? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, morning guys. I'm late. I think, well, let's see. My name is Yanka. I am 28 years old. I am a demographer, sociologist by graduation, and I'm living in Philadelphia nowadays. I'm passing a time in here. Yeah, it's very nice, very cold. And it's that I think I'm getting used to the environment yet and things like that. It's that for today, Carlos.
All right, thank you, Yanka. And what about you, Weasley? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, my name is Weasley. I am 31 years old. I'm software engineer. I'm married. We have a daughter with 2 years old and five pets, two dogs and three birds. I live in Catalão, Goiás. In my free time, I like watch movies, series, TV shows, and soap opera with my wife, and run and, and go to the gym. That's it.
All right, thank you. And it's your first time in an immersion with me, Weasley?
No, no.
Yeah, I think I remember you, but I was just checking. Okay,
Okay.
and what about you, Osvaldo? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, guys. Well, I'm here to improve my communication skills since last year, June. I'm host here as well since around, yeah, I think around of 6 or 7 months. Uh, Currently, I'm trying to learn more English and in the future maybe another language because I want to learn almost everything on the source, you know. When we can understand English better, we can learn some of the most important things in the world because almost everything used to be born in English. I think that's it for now, Carlos.
All right, thank you, Osvaldo. And what about you, João? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay. Hello, guys. Well, I'm 53. Uh, I am from Rio de Janeiro. I am married. I have been living in Portugal for 3 years. Uh, I have two sons. I'm software developer. Today I'm working in international company. Sometimes I need to talk about in English a lot. Okay. Well, this platform very interesting because we can improve our language skills is very important to me. Okay. I have no pet. That's it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, João. And what about you, Lurian? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, good morning, everyone. My name is Luria. I live in Belo Horizonte. Now I am in Ilha Bela because I work from home and I can have this kind of opportunity. And it's really nice because I'm enjoying. It was a long time I didn't enjoy the beach, you know, drink coconut water, things like that. And I'm a business analyst. I work with in a company in the financial part, and a company that I can help and improve how people can see the results of the company. And I have two pets, Tobias and Luna. They are not here with me right now, but they are everything to me, and that's it. Thank you, Carlos.
All right, Lurian. Lurian, it's your first time in our immersion talk and talk, or
No,
have
no.
okay, so you have experience. Okay, thank you. And what about you, Norbert? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Good morning. How are you? My name is Norberto. I'm 50 years old. I live in Sertãozinho, outside the state of São Paulo. My city is very peaceful and safe. I like it a lot. I'm married. I have a son, Pedro, who is 11 years old. I work from home. I work as a software developer for SAP systems. So I have been in Talking Talk since November 2024. I have a basic English level and want to improve every day. And I like to travel. I like go to gym, and I like learn about new places, new cultures, new restaurants, cuisines. So that's it about me. Thanks a lot. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Norbert. And finally, what about you, Rodrigo? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Good morning, guys. I'm Rodrigo. I am 39 years old. I have been living in Franca, São Paulo State, near Roberto live, Sertãozinho, near Ribeirão Preto. Uh, I, I have been working as a data engineer now in the big tech company in the retail sector, where I have been working for 13 years, I think. I like a lot of things. I like to play with my daughters. I like to read some books. I like to go out with my family a lot of places. I love to beach and swimming, but in my in my city is not near the beaches or specific things. I I like watching TV series and movies too, and I think that's it.
All right. Thank you, Rodrigo. Guys, so as you can see, we are a crowd today. So we need to create another room because this way we will have more time to talk. You can see we took, I don't know, 10 minutes to everyone introduce themselves. So this way we will have more time to talk. This is the reason why we are here, all right? You want to talk in English. So you will receive an invitation to join another room, and we call breakout room. And close to the end of our conversation, I will ask to everyone join us again to the main room, and we can discuss how was our conversation. All right. So if you see an invitation in your Zoom, please accept that. Okay. And for the other ones, we can start with our conversation. Okay. Um, oh, yeah, I can. Sorry, I didn't see you ask to that, Bianca, but I can send you an invitation. Okay. Uh, all right, guys. So let's start with our conversation today. Uh, did you receive the questions? Everyone has the questions? Okay. So let's start with the question number one. Let's start with you, Luis. Can you read the question number one, please?
Sure. Can you share a time when you showed resilience? Let me see. I didn't think about the question before. I guess during forgot the word for luto, but when I experienced some kind of this feeling, I think that resilience is very important. But I don't know. I didn't think about resilience at the time. I just felt my feelings. But I think that a kind of resilience is that I live with chronic pain. So I think that every day is a struggle for me a little. And sometimes I experience like bad humor and lack of grief, thanks. Lack of energy because of the chronic pain. And sometimes I need to be resilient because it can't stop me. I can't allow myself to, I don't know, be in the lay on the bed every day. So yes, maybe this is my answer, my examples. I don't have like good ones.
All right. Thank you for sharing, Luis. And what about you, Rodrigo?
Yes, I have some examples for the resilience in my life. I have two bad examples for the people and I lose in my life, my dad and my brothers. And I have other examples too when I start in my life with my wife, because this specific times we have some problems for starting beginner your life together, money problems and a lot of problems too. And but I think in this when I has one more years, I think is more easily in the certain specific situation. I choose in the example for my wife because this example for my my dad and my brother, I don't like it to remember. I don't like it to think about this, talk about this, because I feel more better when I remember this. But in specific example for beginning for my my life, when I have more younger beginner adults, I don't have more responsibility in some thinkings. For example, I have opportunities for the student and graduating in this specific time, but I working as a house painter. I gain good money in this time for me because it's a single. But when I have a girlfriend, a long time a long time the relationship. Okay, starting going the wife. My life is very crazy because this my money is not so good for the mountain or residence. My wife works too, but uh, we don't have house in this time, and starting searching one housing is space. It's very expensive. It's very crazy in this time. And during this time, specific time, I think during 2 years for the searching, for the try, for the very big things. And my wife and I is, I don't know, conseguiu in the pay year my house, and it's good. But I learning one important lesson for my life. My money is not sufficient for my future students, I think. Is I thinking a lot in this time because this okay, I thinking I gain uh good money in my work, but it's not sufficient for the family. I After this, I starting a lot of thinkings for the change in my life during this time when I returned student and starting graduating. And I think in this 3 years, 3 years after this, when I stay married, and it's very good because I changed my life. Today I work as a data engineer, changed a lot in my life. I think I have married for 16 years, 16 years I have married, and looking back in the, I feel good, I feel better for my for my life. This change in my life, my wife and I. Sorry, guys, I talk a lot about this, but I prefer a specific example and the other example in my life.
All right. Thank you, Rodrigo. Always good to listen. And what about you, Weasley? Can you share a time in your life when you show resilience, please?
Okay. I thought this story in other immersion, but in another topic. But I share again. When in my last job, I I start in new technologies for the back end, and I start in my second task in this the last job. I I'm beginner in in this this company in this technologies, and I learning this technology. And in this second test, I was late. I procrastinate a lot my test, and for the finish in the time, I I need wake up or I need I don't sleep for 3 days for finish these tasks. And this is this moment is the most is the most resilience for my professional life. That's it.
All right. Thank you, Weasley. Uh, I remember when I was younger, when I was younger, um, I did, I was a public employee. Eight, I was a police officer for 8 years of my life. And, but when I joined the police department, I didn't have a military background. So I didn't go to the army, so I didn't know anything about the military. And no one in my family had this experience, and I didn't have friends to explain to me how hard can be a military law force environment or those kind of things. And when I joined this work was too crazy to me, and I experienced the most hard situations I think in my life, and that asked me a lot of resilience because I think to quit several times when I was doing the prepare course to be a police officer. It was 12 months in school, being prepared to go to the street. And it was hard because I face physical, difficult physical situations. Of course, this is helping to build my strength, but it was hard when I had to breathe pepper pepper spray, pepper gas at the first time, uh, tear gas, gas lacrimogêneo. It's not easy to deal with those situations. It was, and I remember uh, a situation when I was thinking, oh, this is not for me. I need to quit. And the guy on my side was experienced because he came from the army, and he said, "Yo, man, this is close to the end. You can do one more day, just one more day, and tomorrow you can. If you don't won't be here anymore, you can quit." And that phrase helped me a lot because I was procrastinating to quit. So every day I was thinking, oh, I will quit today. And I remember his friend saying that to me. And I say to myself, oh, tomorrow I will quit. And this helped me to face this situation, and it was the most hard thing I've done in my life for sure. Anyway, this is uh, this is a different situation, I think. So let's go to another question. Let's start with the question number two. Can you start question number two, please, Weasley?
Okay. How do you deal with setbacks in life or work? Um, when I see I see I in the setbacks, I understand with this and observes the 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 problem or the the moment, and I see if I need uh people's for help me, or talk with other people about the setbacks, or I try to I try maintaining my my calm my way. It's I am a calm guy. I don't know this is correct, but I calm guy. Uh, and I try to to maintain this. And I I go to I continues for the job, or continues my life. Uh, for contornate this problem or these setbacks.
All right. Thank you for sharing, Weasley. And what about you, Luis? How do you deal with setbacks in your life or at work?
Uh, It's very curious how people are different because I'm just the opposite of Wesley. I'm not calm. I'm very anxious, so I'd be like desperate for a day or two or a week. I feel depressed and lots of culpability, and that's my process. I'm dealing with this in therapy. Okay, guys, be calm, but of course, I feel very bad for a moment. Then I try to talk to people, of course, try to talk with my girlfriend who support me in everything that I do. But I don't know, I experience lots of fear of failure. So when I face some kind of setbacks, it's very bad for me. I don't know, I feel things very hard, but I try to be positive, even though it's very difficult because I experience like lots of setbacks in life, and I see that I will experience in the future, of course. So I don't know, that's a way that life happens. So I try to be, I try to be positive after a week because in the first week I need to be depressed to feel my feelings. This is something that I allow myself doing. But at work, I think it's harder because work for me is everything. Not, of course, not my whole life, not my personality, but I depend on this. So this is something that gets me very anxious about it. But nowadays, I think it comes with age, the maturity of dealing with stress and fear. So this is something that I'm dealing with better every year. So yes, this is my process.
All right, thank you, Luis. But you see yourself as a anxious, uh, you see yourself as an anxious person, right? Uh,
Yeah, totally. And diagnosed too.
all right, all right. And how do you deal with this kind of feelings in our day to day?
I practice a lot of sports. This is something that I do to help me physically. But I don't know, I'm educated and I try to be aware. Like I try to identify when I'm feeling anxious and what I can do to help myself in that moment. But I don't know, it's not always easy. It's not always so beautiful and and I don't know, right? It's kind of messy, but I try to, I don't know, help myself, try to talk to people too, my friends, family.
All right, thank you for sharing. I ask you that because my daughter, my old daughter, and my wife, they suffer with anxiety, and I think the worst thing you can do for someone who is facing an anxiety episode is say to person, "Oh, stay calm," you know.
Yes, that's annoying me so much.
Yeah, I experienced that when my wife is angry or anxious about something, and I say to her, "Oh, please calm down. This will not work. I don't know why, but thank you for sharing."
But my
And
formula is exercise and therapy. That's it.
all right. Yeah, that's really good. But my wife doesn't like to do exercise. She doesn't like to go to therapy. My daughter do a lot of exercise, but sometimes, for example, to her birthday or something she really wanted to start at a new school, she suffer a lot with anxiety. And for me, it's different. I do not suffer uh, the way they suffer, and it's hard to someone sometimes understand other people feelings. But thank you for sharing.
I see, I see.
And what about you, Rodrigo? Question number two.
Uh, I I consider the anxious person too, because Luis, but I have a little control for my life, I think. It's crazy and funny because it's I I try to do therapy. I think in 2 or 3 years. I think I started and helped me a lot. because is during in part times for my life I have big problems, and I I try to not I try to not starting or making thinkings thinkings or reflexive for the situation. And oh, I started now. I try to not lose my head in in, in specific situations, because is I some problems is difficult. You are maintaining stay calm. But in therapy, it helped me a lot, reflecting for about situation. For example, I have a lot of exercising for the when I stay in the danger danger situations. It's simple. For example, okay. If pior, que pior da situação is due. Um, what you think is change your life? Your daughter is dead, your wife is dead, you is dead? No. Okay, it's not so very bad too. Okay, do you lose your work? Okay, but your career is good. You're receiving lots of messages for the other workers. When I stop in 1 minute and 10 minutes, reflect about the situation is not so high. It's not so very dragon or monster. Okay, is bad situation, is situation in not so good situation in spend your time in your reflection, but it's not so tragedy, I think. It's helped me a lot when I stay in the reflex about this, and in my life, in my personal life, I think. About my work, I don't have problem, because this I I control very good in this stressful for my work. I in the past I have some problems for my work. I I think in the four no, the 7 year ago, I have the problem in my health, in my body. I don't know what's the word in English, but I I have a infarto psychology, I think. I stay in the hospital, and my stay more bad. I the medicals and the people in the hospital, they put me in the thinkings for my my body, and they stay in the hospital for aquelas coisas magnéticas. I think in this time, oh my gosh, I am diet. I don't have children. I lose my life because my work. This problem, my it's very bad situation, because before this after this, and the medical talk with me, okay, is good, because it's not so infarto, but is situation for the anxious, but you're not control your anxious, you're dead. It's simple, because you're developing a lot of things for your body, is uh, try to control or change your work. I stay my work in my company. I change my mind. I changing what I do in this thinkings for my working for my after this I control uh, more better situation they working when I stay hungry or bad or a lot of things in my working. I uh, stand by my computer, and I go out with some place with my family. I try to start in exercising. and the walking and the running and the gym. Um, I try to play with my daughters and the funny thing is stay more calm. But depends situation I use in specific forms. Depends situation I use in a lot of forms.
Thank you, Rodrigo. All right, guys. So let's move our strategy. We are getting close to the end of conversation. So I will give to you the opportunity to choose the question you want to answer. Okay. So let's start with you, Weasley. Can you choose a question you want to answer? You can choose, you don't need to be in the order. You can choose random and start to answer. You can read the question and then you can answer, please.
Okay. Um,
Okay, the other guys, be prepared. You can pick a question.
I
And
chose the number three. I see
no
this
problem.
question. I prepared for this. Do you have role models who inspire you with their resilience? Uh, for in my close to me, my father is my model. Who I inspire because he in a professional life for my father, he is a owner with the owner for the bar or restaurant, and he start uh, with a little bar, a botequim, and in the barzinho de esquina, and he he now it's a restaurant, a good restaurant, and uh, he learned so much with the business of my father. He learn so much for me, for resilience, for the problem, with the problem in a business, in the her life, and other people's when I inspire is now, before the before no after the pandemic, uh, I I I follow uh, people's with the with when people's when share when share the life story in a pandemic, sharing in the podcast, the people like, I don't know, you know, uh Gaulius is a streamer, a guy of the e-sport, and the history in the life, these people, this uh, inspire me, for for the for my life, for inspire me for my life, for understand about the problem with peoples, and the people grow up, uh, mesmo com todos os problemas, as pessoas ainda conseguem se crescer, né? É isso.
All right. Thank you, Weasley. And what about you, Luis? You can answer the same question than Weasley, or you can choose another one.
Okay.
Um,
No, I'll
go ahead.
answer number three. I think it's a good one. My family, of course. I have an immigrant family. My grandparents, actually, they are Japanese immigrants who build a life through agriculture here in Brazil. And I don't know, I think it inspires me a lot because they conquer like everything through hard work. Of course, it's not my reality, but it's something that inspires me. And my mom's a solo mom, so she needed lots of resilience during my childhood. My childhood, I think I don't know, I'm sure that it was difficult. And my girlfriend, who's a trans woman, and it's not easy being a transgender person in Brazil, especially nowadays with Trump and everything. And I think it's a reality that we don't talk too much, but I don't know, guys. It's very difficult to see the struggle, but the person don't talking about this, just living and accepting and being strong. So this is something that inspires me, even though it's very difficult to see. Yes, and I guess that's it. My family inspires me very, very much.
All right, thank you. But you bring me curiosity, and please, you are free if you don't want to answer.
Sure.
No problem. But you say you live in Brazil, and since Trump is the president of USA, uh, well, how does this change something for your girlfriend here in Brazil?
Oh, I think it's not, of course, this is not like a direct impact on Brazilians' life, I think. But when we have someone with that impact in the world saying and oppressing the LGBT community, especially in trans people, I think it's a whole world impact because I don't know, people tend to say if they agree or not. And when you see, I don't know, I speak just for myself and I'm a cisgender person, but when you see famous people losing their identities and the passport because they are just a transgender person, I think it's very sad for the community, you know. I think it affects directly this part of the society. Not us, I think, but I don't know. I think it's very sad that in 2020, 50, 25, we have this kind of thoughts explained for all the world. You know, I think he's very relevant. I don't agree with him, of course, but I think he's very relevant, and they have like lots of like millions of people following him. So I think it's very very difficult, a difficult situation.
Sure. Thank you for sharing, Luis. It was a good question, you know, because uh, I don't watch TV anymore, so I don't get in touch with news. I decided to quit on the pandemic, you know, it was a lot of
I see.
garbage. So people start to ask, oh, did you see someone did that strange thing? And oh, I don't know because I quit from news since the pandemic. But thank you for sharing. And what about you, Rodrigo? Can you answer the question number three, or you can choose anyone you want.
Yes, I answer. I I have my parents is a I think is a models with me because this I think in I think their life in the past is difficult life. Don't have opportunities for the student, working a lot because this is difficult times. I think their life, but I changing more thinkings for this experience in my parents because I don't agree a lot of tools when my dad and my mom using their life for the family for their other thinkings for the I don't know vicious. first my dad, and but I try to use in this person, but changing some thinkings for my life. I having one phrase in my mind is simple for the uh, with spirit me, and I use it for my daughters. Okay, my life is no don't stay with you. I am wanting, I am my dreams. Okay, but I have a lot of persons and a lot of difficulties, high difficulties equals me. I'm considered the I don't know illuminati person because it's I changed my life. Okay. I my dreams in the living in or the travel USA. Yes, but I travel a lot of places. Have a lot of persons don't have opportunities for the travel. Don't have opportunities for the food, guys. Um, I I I control my mind for because this today is more simple. The person is working and the sourcing a lot of things. You don't live in now, don't live in your family, don't live your children's, and when they in the future when they stay more um, older person and this looking back your life, oh, I don't have time for the the play with my daughters and the drinking beer with my friends. I try to control my construction, my life, changing my life, and then living my life because this is living is difficult. Living day by day is difficult. Um, I I'm considered in the Illuminati person because this.
Thank you, Rodrigo. Thank you for sharing. All right, guys. I will ask you the other guys to join the main room, but I think we can answer the question number 4, but had to be a short answer. 30 seconds, 1 minute at least. And have you learned life lessons through situations? Let's start with you, Rodrigo. Question number 4, but a short answer, please.
Okay. Yes, I learning is important for this street in your life, in developing yourself and developing your professional life. Because this okay when I have more younger, it's not needing more um, high money, but when the construction of family is money is developed is important for your life. That's it, guys.
All right. And what about you, Luis?
Always have a plan B. Backups always have like at least a safe plan B. And acredite na sua meteção de louco. That's it. That's my answer.
Okay. And what about you, Weasley?
Oh, I learned with this situation. I learn a lot. How can I say? When I say about my uh, I reflect a lot for this when I have a problem. I reflect a lot for this, and I learn every day with the problems.
All
That's it.
right. Thank you, Weasley. All right, guys. So we're getting close to the end of our conversation, but I want to listen from the guys who was in the another room. How was the conversation? Right. So let's start with you, Noberto. How was the conversation? Which question did you like mostly?
Yeah, the conversation is very, very good. I learning with my colleagues the good questions and better answers. I like it. Thank you.
All right. And for you, Yanka, how was the conversation? Which question did you like?
It was really nice. It was really nice to desabafar, but at the same time to absorb the other's experience. And the question that I liked more, actually I messed up. I changed the questions, but I like it. Have you learned life lessons from tough situations? I think, yeah. And which lesson? Maybe I answered this one wrong, but I like it to think about this one.
Okay, so it was opportunity to think about your life. Okay, and what about you, Lurian?
It was really nice. We share opinions, né? Stories, né? Experiences. And always I said about this kind of moments because the questions make us answer and reflect about things. I just said sometimes just kind of 1 hour of therapy, in my opinion, no? Because you just talk and you think and you maybe find new ways to share opinions with someone and they teach you something, you teach too. It's really nice, this exchange. Thank you, Carlos.
All right, thank you, guys. And finally, what about you, João? What you can share with us about the conversation in the another room?
Oh, good question, man. Because all people can share your experience or ideas. Very very important that we exchange our ideas. Then we improve ourselves a little bit every day about